now I want to open our discussion up to you. If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, it looks like Claire has a question, so I'm going to turn on her microphone. Hi.
Thank you, thank you. I learned that you use past perfect in reported speech. Can you tell me more about it?
Okay. This is a really difficult one, but let's talk a little bit about it. So past perfect. As an example, I had done my homework. This is past perfect. And passive voice would be, for example, my homework was done by me, for example. And if we put these two things together, then we'll have a very difficult construction. For example, my homework had been done. Had been done. So we've put past perfect together with passive voice. So usually we would say past perfect to talk about when we have two past times. So I'm going to draw something here on the screen so that everyone can see it. So for example, we have, let's say that this is now. Oh, wow, this is hard to write with. All right, now, and then we have, for example, something that happened in the past. So this is, I did my homework, past simple, for example. And if we want to say that something happened before it, then we would use past perfect. And these two ideas should be connected. So here we have past perfect. We might say, before I went to school, I had done my homework before I went to school, for example. So we're talking about something that happened earlier. We have two past times. And then if we use passive voice, then usually this is about when we don't know who did it, or we don't want to say who did it, or it's not important who did it. So for example, I thought that I hadn't done my homework, but when I came to school, I noticed that my homework had been done. Magic, somebody did it. Somebody did it before I went to school. My homework had been done by someone. Great question. Claire, I see Tawan has also written in the chat, I've got my hair cut or I've cut my hair. What's the difference? Good question. So, there's a special construction to have something done. This means that we want something to happen and we do something, so a different person does this thing. So for example, I want my hair to be cut and I can pay you money and you cut it for me. So I did something, I paid money, and now a different person did what I wanted. This is to have something done. I had him cut my hair, or I had my hair cut. So I didn't do it myself. I did something and another person cut my hair. Maybe I paid him. Maybe I was very nice to him. Maybe I had a gun and I said, cut my hair. So it's not important how, It's just important. I wanted this to happen and a different person did it. So this is the difference. If I say, I cut my hair, I did it myself. I had my hair cut, or I got my hair cut, it's the same. To get your hair cut, it's the same as to have your hair cut. And this means that somebody else did it. I didn't do it myself. Great. Okay, I see that Ekaterina has her hand up. Hi.
Hi. So if I have two sentences, I could make a lot of money by selling goods abroad, and I could make a lot of money selling goods abroad. Which one is correct, and why should we use by and then gerund?
Good question. So, in this situation, these two sentences are the same, really. Using the word by just shows us that this is a method or an instrument that we use to get a result. So when we don't use by, then it's just telling us this process that we used. So in this situation, it's really the same, but in other situations, it might be different. For example, if we use this at the beginning of the sentence, by selling goods abroad, I can make a lot of money. This means using this method, using this instrument. But if I say selling goods abroad, I can make a lot of money, then this is all, I mean, it's all almost the same, but it's really about this process. And it sounds like I already do this, right? This is we call this the present participle. So this present action, this active thing that's already happening. Like sitting in my chair, I taught the lesson. I did this action at the same time. But if I said, by sitting in my chair, I taught the lesson, this means I used sitting in the chair as a method to teach the lesson. This would be different. But I don't think that it's, I think in most cases, it's probably almost the same idea, especially if we use it in the second part of the sentence. All right, I don't see any other hands. Oh, Miss Tani wrote in the chat, supplier distribution is the same. So supplier is a person or a company who gives or sends something to you. And distribution is the system that is used to move things from one place to another place. So, for example, we might have Amazon, and Amazon has a factory or a distribution center, and first Amazon sends your package to New York, and then they send your package to London, and then they send your package to Georgia. This is distribution. But the supplier is Amazon. And this process, this is distribution. I know you guys love my drawings. I'm such a great artist, right? So thank you guys for all of the great questions, and thanks for being here. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. So come back tomorrow for another lesson. All right? Have a great evening or morning or afternoon wherever you are. Thank you. Bye-bye.